Merry Christmas, everyone. Christmas 2024. Hope you're having a nice day, nice Christmas. Brenda and I just decided to take a little trip today off the beaten path. We're in the city of Whittier, and we're going to be driving up Turnbull Canyon Road. So just to give you a better idea of what Turnbull Canyon Road looks like, it goes right through the Puente Hills. You exit Beverly Boulevard on the 605 freeway and you head east, and it's a nice little road that takes you right on up into the hillsides. Nice day today. It's currently about 56 degrees. It's about 4:30 p.m. and this is one of my old stomping grounds. Back in my mountain biking days, when I used to do a lot of mountain biking and cycling, I used to come up to Turnbull Canyon quite frequently. I used to ride my bike from Cerritos all the way up here, that was a good 20-mile ride thereabouts, and riding up this hillside was a tremendous cardio workout. You know, once in a while I would actually go up, down, and then back up the hill, and then down again if I was feeling particularly motivated on a particular day. But yeah, I've been coming up here for years. This has always been one of my favorite getaway spots, to come up here and just ride up and down these hills. I've even gone hiking up here quite a bit. They have several little hiking trails back up in here in the canyon. They have one 4-mile trail that basically circles the canyon, and it's part of the Puente Hills Nature Preserve. So it's a nice little place. Lots of people come out here. They go bird watching. They go obviously mountain biking, walking. Lots of photographers come out here and take pictures. A lot of people that live here in the neighborhood in Whittier, they come up here in the evenings and just, walk around. And if you hike to the very top of the hill, you can get a pretty nice view of downtown LA on a quiet day. And I've been up here several times where I've seen several deer. I've seen coyote. I've seen a few owls, hawks. So it's a nice little nature preserve right in the middle of crowded urban Southern California. It's a hell of a workout on a bike. And the road basically, it starts in Whittier, Beverly Boulevard, where you just start climbing the canyon. It starts in Whittier, and if you take it all the way to the top and then you go down the backside, you'll wind up in Hacienda Heights. So it's like a little, if you don't feel like taking the 605 up to the 60 and then going east, if you're going to say Hacienda Heights or Roland Heights or the City of Industry, you can just cut through the canyon here using Turnbull Canyon. So it's a nice little alternative route to get to the San Gabriel Valley, basically. And there's several nice homes at the very top up here on Skyline Drive. Several nice mansions that are up here. And again, these are part of the Puente Hills, and the Puente Hills basically connect to the Chino Hills. The Puente Hills and the Chino Hills are separated from one another by the 57 freeway at Brea Canyon. So east of the 57 freeway, that's the Chino Hills, and then west is the Puente Hills. Coming up here at nighttime is rather spooky. It's quiet. Not a lot going on, other than some Lover's Lane people. You always see people parked up here on the side of the highway doing what young people do when they like to go park somewhere up in the hills, being all secluded, maybe, I don't know, making babies or working on their sex education. So you have plenty of that up here. And there's quite a few tall tales about some more sinister things that have happened up here in Turnbull Canyon. And I may make an alternate video where I discuss some of that, because there's quite a bit of history up here in Turnbull Canyon. But today we're just going to go on a nice little drive to the top. And as you can see, there's plenty of people up here mountain biking and maybe walking on some of the hills. And this is the top of the canyon, Skyline Drive. And this is where it crests, and then you can look out and you can see the city of Hacienda Heights and down into the San Gabriel Valley. And we'll just go ahead and drive down the backside of the hill. And it's a lot of fun going down this hill on a bicycle. I mean, you can get some major league speed going, but you got to be careful because there's a few hairpin turns up here. And then on this side, there's people pulling into and backing out of their driveways here and there, so you have to be mindful of that if you're on a mountain bike or if you're just, you know, riding a bicycle down the hill. But the views up here are beautiful. Nice multi-million-dollar homes. There's another road that crosses over the hills a few miles east of here, and that's Colima. And when we used to come up here riding, sometimes we would take Colima. We'd take Colima over the hill, and then we'd switch over and we'd come out over in this direction to Turnbull Canyon, and then we'd come up Turnbull Canyon from this direction, and then we'd drop back down into Whittier. So sometimes we'd take it from the reverse. But I always like coming up from the Whittier side, taking Turnbull up from the Whittier side. It was always a little more fun. It's curvier and it's less developed. I actually miss coming up here mountain biking. I haven't actually been mountain biking for several years now, especially since my hip has started to act up, but I will eventually get back to it. So we're pretty much coming into the city of Hacienda Heights here now. Decent little climb though, you know, from either side of the hill. If you start right at the bottom and you go all the way up to Skyline Drive, I mean, that's about it's at least 500 feet, 500 or 600 foot elevation climb. So it's not a bad little climb. And you can take one of the little trails all the way up to the top of Workman Hill, which is the highest point in the Puente Hills. Workman Hill is about 1,160 feet, I believe it is. So that's a little bit higher than where Skyline Drive is. Okay, that's pretty much it. We're almost at the bottom, pretty much. Brenda's gonna start barking at these dogs up here, so I'm gonna cut this off now. Thank you for watching.